Hey, um, we're just gonna talk today. I was originally gonna talk about some Kingdom Hearts, but like the next section of my Kingdom Hearts video timeline, but I don't feel well enough to do that today. Which is, I keep wanting to say that my feelings are silly, but my feelings aren't silly. It's just strange that I don't feel well enough today, I guess. Um, this morning was a nice morning, I it was a nice rainy morning, and I love rainy days, and all bundled up with my scarf and everything and my hat, and I enjoy that. I enjoy the rainy days, and I got to play my video game this morning, and I'm looking at some birds outside right now. It's nice to hear birds chirp. That's always friendly feeling. But yeah, no, I got to play my video game this morning, and I beat a really hard boss. Um, and it was a nice morning. But when I started doing my work, um, I was listening to like a YouTube video while I was cooking and cleaning the kitchen, and my roommate came in, and he told me I was being too loud and stuff. So, I mean, we just closed the door between the kitchen and everything, but it's always weird when you're told you're being too loud in your own home in the middle of the day. You know, makes you feel a little confined. At least for me, that reminds me of my childhood. That reminds me of my dad um, sleeping in till like 12, 1 p.m., and then we'd be upstairs just making noise, being kids, and we would get in trouble for being too loud. And so, my roommate wasn't mean about it when he told me today. He wasn't mean, but it still got to me a little bit. And I can let that go. That's fine. And so I just went on with my day. I reached out to my dad to see what I should make him for breakfast. And so right now my dad is quarantining because of COVID. He got a COVID scare, and so he just got his he just got tested yesterday, and we're waiting for the results. But he is quarantined to one section of the house, and I'm taking him food and when he needs it, and he only really comes out to use the bathroom. Um, but so that means I'm in charge of his food because there's nobody else here to really do that. And so I messaged him when I first started cleaning, asking him what kind of food he wants, and he didn't even reply till later on. Um, and like when I was done cleaning, like it was like an hour and a half later that he replied, and he wanted me to make him a fried egg, and he wanted me to make him toast, and a little, like, so not only does my dad scared of, or not only do we think my dad might have COVID and he has to quarantine, but he's been having liver issues, and if he doesn't heal his liver, he's gonna die. And so I had to take time to like talk to him, like, dude, I'm not making you that stuff. It's bad for you. If you want me to make you something, like, I'll make you something decent, but I'm not gonna make you that. Um, and so I don't know, just I don't even know why that bugs me so much. I guess it kind of reminds me of my grandma when I was young, and having to take care of her in that way, you know. Um, and my little sister too. I don't think my parents ever realized how much I did for my grandma and my little sister. I felt like I was there all the time for them. Um, I felt like I was the man of the house when I was like 10, like 8, 9, 10. Like obviously I wasn't, but like dad wasn't there. All he did was get grumpy when we woke him up, and um, I felt like I was the one that was there. Um, and I was the one who felt responsible for my grandma's health. There were several circumstances where that was true. I was the one responsible for her health. And so being put back in that situation with dad, where to see him not taking care of himself, but then still asking me to help make him breakfast and make him something unhealthy, like aid him in something that's not good for him. Like the oil of the fried egg, the butter that he wants on it, the toast, none of that's good for your liver. I ended up making him one boiled egg and some oatmeal with some walnuts and blueberries instead. Um, Better for your liver, at least. But it just felt kind of disrespectful as well that I'm in here um, cooking and cleaning, and he only asks me after the cleaning is all done to make him food. Like, come on, dude. I just cleaned everything up. Um, and then the way he asked me too, because he texted me what he wanted, but then I didn't reply right away. I waited like 2 minutes because I was scrubbing the counters and there's some tough gunk to get off. And he just calls me in the middle, and my hands are all wet, and so I'm having to dry my hands. And he stops my podcast that I'm listening to with his call, and um, it's just give me some time. It was 2 minutes, dude. It was 2 minutes between time you sent me the text and the time you called me. And that also is like when I was younger, the urgency that my grandma would need help. It would be like, oh, I need help. It's like, what's wrong? She's like, oh, I need food. I'm like, okay, can you give me like 10 minutes? Like, she's like, no, I'm hungry now. I want it now. I need it now. Like, okay, we get it. Maybe I'm just ranting. Maybe that's all this is. Maybe that's all this channel is supposed to be. Well, it's supposed to be a diary, right? I can do what I want. It's a fucking diary. Deep breath. Okay. And then right after I'm done with that, my girlfriend comes home. And so one of the reasons I wanted to get Dad his food before before I was done with cleaning was because I wanted to sit here and make this video. I wanted to sit here and make a video about Kingdom Hearts, and I wanted to record something, but I couldn't really do that. And I mean, I don't know, I'm just not that good at it, I'm not that good at making videos right now. So I don't even really know how to edit multiple videos together very well. So I didn't want to get interrupted. I just wanted to be able to talk to you guys for like 30 minutes, Just a natural conversation. Fuck all the technology. But so I didn't want to get interrupted. So I was trying to get him his food beforehand. So I had to like wait after I was done. Like I was all ready to start making this video. I even had the computer and script set up and everything, and I was all ready. And I'm just waiting to, like, trying to talk to him, trying to figure out like something he can eat and something he will eat. And that was just frustrating. And then right as I'm done doing that, I'm still like sitting here waiting to make my video. And I'm just about to start, and then my girlfriend comes home, and so I just figure, you know what, she's gonna want to get something from the kitchen. She's gonna want to grab a little snack, so it's fine. I can just wait till she comes inside, and I can say hi. I can give her a hug. I can give her a kiss, and then I can tell her, hey, go grab your snack so I can start making my video. But instead, she like sits out there in her car for a while, and she's just texting on her phone, like with her boss or something. And then she goes around the side of the house and opens up the side fence, which is super noisy. And she's like taking the trash cans in and out, and it's all really noisy. And I can't start yet. She comes in the back door right over here, where right where I'm about to start making the video, and I'm like the whole time I'm just kind of waiting for her, and then she just starts like making an egg in the kitchen. And like I even told her and texted her beforehand that I'm gonna be in here making a video, and she just starts making an egg. And it's like, dang, dude, like I'm just trying to make this video, and I don't know, this is my creative space. This is my creative space, my safe place. Like the kitchen. I went to culinary school. I cook every day. I clean every day, and this is feels like it's my space, kind of. And maybe that's unfair to say that, but it's kind of what it feels like. My throat's a little sore. Fuck, that's not good. I hope I don't get COVID. Um, but yeah, so I know why I'm upset, because even like the Amanda coming home thing, it's like with my mom coming home as a kid, like just comes home and starts doing something, and you're in the middle of something, but it doesn't matter if you're in the middle of something. Whatever they want to do is always more important than what you were in the middle of, and that can be so frustrating. And it's it feels silly, even though it's not silly that I'm feeling these emotions, but it feels silly that I am because it's no big deal. Nobody did any harm. All my roommate did was close a door. All my dad did was ask me for a favor that I had promised him. All that my girlfriend did was come home and make a snack. None of what they did was bad, but I'm still got triggered. And that makes me sad. And I got triggered so hard that I couldn't really think straight. All I could think about was what had happened. All I could think about was like the noise my girlfriend was making and how annoying my dad was feeling to me and how rude it was. My brain just got stuck there. And I did some breathing exercises. I tried to give myself some space and sit for a while, and it just wouldn't go away. And so, I mean, I smoked a little bit of pot, and it's helping. It's helping me think things through and talk things through a little bit because I was like stuck before. I was stubborn. I couldn't even talk to my girlfriend. She was trying to hug me and kiss me, and I was like being rude and stubborn and gross. Like, I look back at how I was acting after she made her egg and she was trying to chill with me. Dude, I wasn't being nice. But I don't know. It definitely hurts to know that I get that way over stupid things. But that's kind of how the PTSD is, right? And like, I'm not trying to say mine is terrible. It's not. It's not. But I get this shit like all the time. I was angry. I was angry at all three of them today, and I didn't want to talk to any of them. I was just mad, and I felt invisible, and like I wasn't being appreciated for the hard work I was doing with the cooking and the cleaning, and I wasn't being respected with my personal space and creative space. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. My head is still tired and slow, partly because of the trigger, partly because of this pot I smoked. But it's a nice day out. I love the fog and rain. It's been foggy and rainy today. Well, this is just a diary, right? Let's do this. Let's just. I feel ashamed for how I acted to Amanda just now. I acknowledge that my emotions are nothing to feel ashamed of, but the way I treated Amanda, I could have treated her better. And when I'm done with this video, I want to go give her a hug and a kiss because I think she deserves that after what she came home to. But I don't want to just linger on this stuff all the time. Like, yes, I have PTSD, and yes, this is my diary, but there's more to me than my PTSD. Let's talk about some other things. I've got some cool things to share. This weekend, I saved a bird with my girlfriend and my roommate. We all saved a bird together, and I got to hold it. It was a crow. His wing was hurting, which is sad. And he came into our yard, and we found him, and I got to hold a crow, dude. It was so cool. Like, I had birds growing up as a kid, but they were all kind of aggressive and territorial feeling. Like lovebirds. They like mate with one other bird and then they hate their owner. that's kind of how the situation was when I was a kid. But this crow, he completely accepted that I was going to pick him up. He was not struggling one bit. He seemed so gentle. And I don't know, I felt like I got one of those like spirit connections with the animal. You know how like when you touch an animal you can kind of vibe what they're feeling? I got that with this crow. And he was so gentle, so peaceful feeling. More peaceful than any human I've ever met. um, and we put him in a box with a little blanket over it so he would be nice and calm and comfy. And we took him to the local animal shelter. The local, not animal shelter, it's a lady who works for somebody who helps crows, somebody who helps birds. I can't remember at the moment. But it was, yeah, it was a really wonderful experience getting to just interact with nature like that. And it felt so much more fulfilling than interacting with people. It really did. Like, and then in group therapy, I talked about this. I talked about this crow and how I helped it out, and somebody mentioned to me that crows can remember faces, and so part of me hopes the crow comes back someday because it'd be really cool to interact with him again. I feel like that would be the type of thing where you know, oh, this is that crow. Cool. Yeah. Well, I don't really know what else to talk about at the moment. This might be the end of today's video. I mean, I guess I could talk about the game I played. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3 on the hardest difficulty. It's a critical mode with all the pro codes on, if anybody understands what that means. And I just beat a boss called the Lump of Horror today. So that was pretty cool. I was pretty proud of that. It took me like in total like 2 hours of practice, like 1 hour last night and 1 hour this morning. Just for anybody who is doing anything like this, just so you know, you can block the wind blasts while you're in the air. Like at the one point, he looks like this big goopy bat, and he shoots wind at you. Yeah, just block those, and you can counter those for massive damage, and it protects you from the fireballs while you're at it too. Some silliness in there. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this is gonna be the end of today's video. Still feel like, yeah, this is good. It's good of me to make this stuff. But I don't know if anybody's gonna see it. And I'm gonna feel self-conscious about that. I hope people see it. I hope people can relate to this and vibe to it. And I hope that this is helpful for someone other than myself, because isn't that just so empty feeling when everything you do is for yourself? I don't know. But in a way, that's kind of how humans are. And I don't want to just do everything for myself. I complain about making food for my dad and stuff, but it's something I already do. Like I make big pots of soup and everything, and I've shared that with the family. And it feels good to be helpful. So I hope this video helps somebody. Thanks for watching if any of you watch, and hope you have a great week.